What's up, YouTube? It's Bleed Basketball. You're here with none other than the legend himself, Coach G. All right, I'm becoming a legend. Just like to think about that. I'm going to show you how to be super efficient and effective with just one move. I'm going to show you how to kill your opposition with one move. All right. So pick any move you want to do. Any move you want to do. Whether that's crossover between the legs, doesn't matter. What we're gonna do is put that move into situations where you know how to literally score off of it every time. Or close to it. It's not gonna be every time, but you know. So initially, I'm just gonna use between the legs as an example. All right. So when I would go between the legs, the one thing I would always do, and you could do this with a crossover behind the back, it's all honestly the same. The only one that might be a little bit different is the in and out, because it's kind of like a half of a move. So I'll do another video on that. But any of these other moves, the first thing you want to do really is, if you have a defender in front of you, if you take an angle, they're gonna have to cut you off. And that's how we're gonna get into our moves, all right? So if I have, here he is. Hold on one second. This guy comes in handy a lot, right? So instead of just attacking his feet initially, because that is a lot harder to do, because you're going to have to be very detailed on where you specifically attack your feet. You're going to have to be physical. There's going to be certain things that you're going to have to do to really get by them doing moves that are closer to the defender. So an easier way to get by defenders is to take angles. The reason why is you're going to automatically get them to move either way. So you're setting them up. So when I want to go between the legs, I'm going to attack on an angle this way, okay, to get him to move. So I'm going here, he's going to have to slide. If not, I'm just going to go get a layup. That's literally part one. If you can get a layup, get a layup. If he doesn't, once he slides, this is where you're going to set up your crossover, your between the legs, whatever the case may be. When I go between my legs, there's different ways you can do between the legs, behind the back, all right? Footwork applies to both. Crossover is slightly different because you're crossing in front. When you go between the legs or behind the back, you can step, all right? So on the angle I take, when he cuts me off, I can take one step and go between. So now I'm here. When I go between off of that step, he's gonna have to open up. If you attack with enough intensity and intention, here, he's gonna have to open up. What you wanna do is keep your arm strong here, protect the ball. This leg is stepping through. So when you drive to the basket, right? So I go between, protection, hard dribble, and I'm keeping it in my pocket. Now I'm to the rim, paint touches, lobs, dishes, no-look passes, magic, whatever you want to do. That's on you. All right, same thing with behind the back. I can step here, go behind, same step through, cross is the same way here, step through, and I'm going. All right, you can also split. So you can go here, I'm hopping on a split, right? So my legs are in a lunge position, but I'm directly putting both feet down at the same time here to go here, all right? So I can do the same thing with behind the back here. I guess you can do it with a cross, but it's more like come down on a 1-2. But I'm gonna split just to sell the move going on that angle to change directions, all right? So I'm here. You're playing out of any move you want. I split, boom, then it's the same thing, all right? Even if you go, this applies going left as well. So I take that same angle here, he cuts me off, I'm tripping right now. Get here, boom, split, and I'm going around. All right, so you can go both ways with this. It's pretty simple. Now, where things are gonna get a little bit more interesting is, once you do this for the first time, when you get here, now you can start to layer and play out of just having at least one counter, okay? So you're trying to like 1, 2, 3. You're always thinking a little bit farther ahead than what the defense is giving you, all right? So if I attack this way on this angle, and I've already beat them just off of one move, all right? Now you're gonna take that move and start to layer options out of it. So you're attacking at this angle. Now, if I go between, I might wanna just, if he's already ready and prepared for me to go this way, that's when I'm just gonna add a counter. So pick one counter, keep it simple, all right? And master that one counter. So you might get here, you might go 1-2, right? We go between behind, you might go U-step, two-step, between cross, whatever, you can go between spin. It doesn't matter, just pick one counter and keep it simple. So then that way, I'm getting here, boom. I got different things that I could do out of that move. Same thing applies going left. All right, now, the next counter, right? So you've already hit him coming down this way on the angle, boom, you beat him. 1-2, you beat him. Now, add a shot into it, okay? So off of the angle, you go here, you're gonna go one dribble because you're selling the drive. So you already beat them on the angle here. Once this happens, he's dropping because you've already beat him to the rim. You're going straight into a pull-up. It works every time. Almost every time, all right? Promise. Angle here, boom, one dribble, and then you're rising straight up. Because he's gonna drop. It's not gonna be a super, super open shot. It's literally gonna be, he's going to be turning and running this way, and the hand might be up like this. But if you practice your shot enough, you're not really worried about what he's doing anyway. All right? So now you got shots directly out of all of those. So you got angle, one move. Angle, two moves. Angle, pull up. You can also go pull up out of the two moves as well. And then you also can go straight out of a shot. So one thing I would do is I would go angle, cross, and I would go straight into a shot. You're playing off of that angle, all right? This is all out of one move. So I'm just giving you different scenarios out of each, between the legs, behind the back, whatever the case may be. But it's very simple if you start to layer and work on these simple shots out of this, all right? The last thing is when you do go between, if they are good enough defenders to actually slide, the last thing that's probably going to be like a variable is knowing when to actually counter again with the same move, right? So if I get him, he's just pretty much testing their hips. So if I get him going this way, right, and I go here, and he actually slides and recovers, I might need one more to get here, boom, to finish, all right? And then once you're playing in that mid-range area, that's where your pull-ups and your floaters can also be used after you go here, boom, right? So let's say you get here, he cuts you off, you get here, you can get here, shoot your floater, right? Shoot your pull-up. So those are different ways that you can use one move and just have different counters and be super effective with it, all right? So put that all together, honestly, and work off of each one. Keep it simple, work on the shots you're gonna take, and play. Play one-on-one against people to get these shots off so you understand how you're gonna get it off, all right? You know what it is, your boy Coach G, Believe Basketball. Peace.